On the last episode of the Shackle for One and the Million.
Big Mom always said there are 8 hours to work, 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours to live your life. If you had worked for 16 hours, then you're only sleeping for 8. Then the other 8 hours of your life, something is sloppy, fam. You either losing sleep, your life is falling apart, or there's an issue with your job. And that's what's wrong with these people who think it's the $300. It's not. It's you wanting to be in business and you can't afford to be in business. You're not going to pay me $2 an hour for my labor. And GM or anybody, you need American workers to make your cars. We don't get a siesta in America. We don't get 3 and 4 and 6 weeks off in America. We work our ass off. You sent us home. You told us to shelter in place and you would send us a check. Well, here we are. Now we lazy and don't want to come back to your crappy ass jobs. Let me ask you a question. It seems like all of the restaurants and shitty jobs are looking for workers. Is AT&T looking for workers? Is Lockheed looking for workers? Is Google looking for workers? I don't see them out here screaming or worried about paying $15 an hour. Here's the thing. If you cannot afford to pay, you cannot afford to play. People have seen now. They don't want to do this. Look at this. Look at this. Workers are retiring in droves. Companies are complaining about a job shortage, but it's partially their fault. At least 1.7 million more older workers than expected retired due to the pandemic recession. And they define old age as 55 plus, older. Age discrimination laws were supposed to prevent this. A lot of companies openly flouted the law, at least during the Trump era, kicking the baby boomers out. The New Schools data goes deeper than mere age, though, noting that within that 55-plus group, the burden of job loss has fallen hardest on black workers without a college degree, who experienced the highest increase in the share who were retired before age 65. But it's not like they're retiring to some golden paved road. So these people are taking their 401ks and whatnot, and they're bagging out. If I make enough money to pay off my house and only got a few more years to pay my house off or whatever, I might as well retire if I'm 65.